Hey there, everybody. How are you? Welcome to the Peaceful Eating live event for this week. This week, we are talking about the 3 hidden reasons you might not be reaching your feel good weight. So, for those of you who are new to my community, my name is Claire Ketchum, and I am a mom and a consistency health coach. And I am on a mission to teach women who are ready to take back control of their eating choices how to create a personalized and peaceful eating plan so they can actually stick to it and lose weight for good. And this live training is part of that mission. So if you know of anybody else who is on this journey, please invite them to join the community and watch these live events that we have every other week. Okay, so again, we are going to be talking about the 3 hidden reasons that you might not be reaching your feel good weight and what might be blocking you. I'm just looking. This is a new setup from Facebook, so I'm not sure what's going on. I don't really see the comments, but if you're here live, go ahead and say hi, and maybe it'll pop up. And if you're watching the replay, go ahead and write in hashtag replay so that I know that you were here. Okay, so why do we have these hidden reasons? So if you're in my community, you're most likely been dieting for years, or and maybe you're currently on a diet and it's just not working the way it used to work for you, and you kind of feel stuck and frustrated that things are not moving forward. So that's kind of like where you are if you decided to sign up for this training, I would assume. If you have any other place that you feel that you're sort of stuck right now, go ahead and share those in the comments. But you feel like you sort of have all the knowledge and you feel like you know what you should be doing, but you're still not losing weight. Okay, so that's a really common place that a lot of people get stuck in. So it's super common. So don't feel frustrated. I mean, that's not true. You can feel frustrated, but I got you. We're gonna go over a couple of the reasons. Now, these are obviously not all of the reasons that this might be happening to you, but these are a couple big ones. Okay, so actually, to be specific, 3 big ones, right? All right, so the first reason that you might be feeling stuck and not able to reach your feel good weight is because you are afraid to fail again. So when we have fear about our diet, so maybe you are currently on a diet and it's not working the way it did before, or it's a new diet and it's not working like it's working for everybody else. That sort of puts your mind in a fear mindset, right? And when we're in the fear mindset, we sort of freeze, right? We have that stress response, so we can either it's flight or fight, but it's also freeze, right? So you're sort of stuck, like you're like, I don't know what to do because this isn't working like it used to work, and you're activating that stress response, and that could be keeping you stuck because when that stress response is activated, it doesn't matter how perfectly you are following a diet or not following a diet and stressing yourself out. If you are afraid that you are going to not be successful, that is going to be a reason why you are sabotaging yourself because you're in this freeze mode and you're in a very high stress state. So that's reason number one, is that you are afraid because what you're doing isn't working, or you're trying a new diet and it's not working like everybody else. Like I see comments all the time. I'm in a lot of intermittent fasting groups, and some people lose weight really, really, really quickly, and sorry, I have this really weird curl and it's annoying me. So they'll be in an intermittent fasting group, and maybe somebody goes on and they're like, I lost like 30 pounds in a month. And then they're in a month and they haven't lost any pounds. And they're like, why isn't it working for me? And they get in that fear state. So if anybody feels that way, go ahead and say like, yep, that's me. That's where I am. I'm stuck in like, this is not working for me. Or, maybe they've done something like Weight Watchers, right? And they like had a lot of success with Weight Watchers before, and they've gone back to it, and now it's not working as well as it worked before. So that puts us into a fear state. And so when we get in this fear state, we also get afraid to try something new, right? Well, this isn't working. Nothing works for me, right? So I might as well just quit. I might as well just forget it. So if you are in this mindset, this is a big block and a reason why you wouldn't be hitting your feel good weight, even if you're actually following the diet exactly like everybody else is. Okay, so that's number one. The second one is that you're embarrassed. So again, if you are embarrassed, that is a stressor, right? That puts you in the stress response. And A really sort of hidden reason that people are embarrassed is that they don't have that much weight to lose, right? They only have like 5 pounds, 10 pounds, like, and they're in this mindset like, I should be able to do this on my own. Like, it's not that much weight, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't actually even really matter if I lose the weight or not. But you're embarrassed by your weight. You don't feel good about how you look. You want to lose those 5 pounds because that's where you feel good. That's where you feel comfortable. But it seems ridiculous to invest in something because you're like, well, it's only 5 pounds. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And so we just get stuck, right? And that's where I was for 20 years because I never had, besides when I had children, right? Like, I never had a huge amount of weight to lose, but I still spent 20 years trying to lose that weight, right? So it doesn't matter if you have a little amount of weight to lose, you can still be stuck and be dieting and spend your life dieting, even if you only have a couple of pounds to lose. And what a waste of time and joy that is for you. So you might feel embarrassed that you're still trying to lose the same pound, like the same amount of weight, because it doesn't seem as important as somebody who maybe has 50 pounds to lose, right? So if somebody has 50 pounds, I'm sorry, I have another random hair that is driving me nuts. So if somebody has 50 pounds to lose, 75 pounds to lose, so you're like, oh, well, that makes sense that they would invest in a program and that makes sense that they would be struggling because that's a lot of weight to lose. But I only have 5 pounds to weight. So it's embarrassing that I can't do this on my own. It's embarrassing that I need help. It's embarrassing that I've been trying for so long and I can't do it. So that's a hidden reason number 2. So the first one is that you're stuck in fear. The second is that you might be embarrassed about your situation. And the third is you don't trust that you'll follow through. So this is a really, really big one. So a lot of times people sort of just they avoid dieting because they feel like they won't be able to do it, right? They're like, well, I never follow through. I always quit, right? And you get because yeah, if you are in the chronic stress loop, you are every diet is going to you are going to quit it like eventually. Like you might have willpower for a little bit longer, but eventually you are going to quit it because that's how it works when you're in a stress state. But if you don't trust yourself, right, then there's a conflict between what you want and where you are, and that causes stress, and you don't trust yourself. So these are all hidden reasons why you don't lose weight, but they're also hidden sabotaging beliefs, right? You don't have trust in yourself because you failed so many times. You're like, well, obviously I can't do it because look at how many times I failed. I have so much evidence that I cannot do this. Why would I think I could do it now? Right? So that causes conflict, that causes stress. So let me know, can you guys relate to any of these 3 beliefs that either the fear, the feeling embarrassed, or the feeling you just don't trust yourself, right? So those are 3 hidden reasons why you might be sabotaging yourself and not reaching your feel good weight. So you might be thinking that you're doing everything right, but if you have these underlying beliefs, they're going to continually sabotage you. And so uncovering them and reprogramming them so that they no longer drive your conscious decisions is really so, so important. So let me know, can you relate to any of these? So can you relate to the afraid, the embarrassed, or the don't trust yourself? Go ahead and write it in the comments. I'd love to know which one you could relate to the most. And then if you feel like you can relate to these beliefs, for sure, and you would like some support deciding like, hey, like, well, what does it look like to reprogram these beliefs? I don't even know what that means. Just go ahead and write #sabotage in the comments and I will send you a private message and we can work through that together. So if you feel like you want a little bit of support figuring that out, go ahead and just write #sabotage and I will connect with you. Okay, so that's it for today. If you know, as always, if you know anybody else who you think would benefit from this information, please invite them to our community and to watch the live. Okay, guys, have an awesome day. Bye for now.